Terraria is the king of action-adventure games. I've sunk so many hours into this little indie project, and over 8 years after I bought the game, I come back to play it consistently. Over and over again, trying new strategies, discovering cool little tidbits of information, items, lore, enemies, weapons, and the whole shebang. There's just so much to love about this game, and while it shares some slight similarities to Minecraft, it definitely differs when it comes to why I come back to play it so consistently. When comparing the two, Minecraft and Terraria, of course, let's say, at the start of each game, you're more than likely to see why people used to confuse them so often. You spawn in a lush green forest full of square-shaped environments, creatures, pixelated textures, and a somewhat generic-looking main character that both have similar tools. That's where the similarities end. For example, when looking at a player's arsenal of weapons and armor, we see that Minecraft has 6 armor sets with 1 extra helmet item, 6 materials for making tools like pickaxes, shovels, swords, hoes, and axes, a crossbow, bow, and trident to top it off. This gives us a grand total of 58 items for the player to use or manipulate the world with. On the other hand, Terraria has a total of 44 pickaxes alone. Minecraft is a game that gives you the fundamentals of what you can do, and not a ton of upgradability with those items, but the things you can do with those simple things is quite incredible. It lets loose and gives you the ability to decide what you can do with the items that you've collected. Terraria, on the other hand, just kind of went absolutely ape mode and added an insane number of enemies, weapons, bosses, tools, items, potions, NPCs, secrets, armor types, events, mini bosses, mini biomes, and just really whatever the developers could think of. You literally can rescue a drowning child from an ocean, catch and give him a fish that looks like the starting NPC, and he will in turn give you a magic carrot that lets you ride a human-sized rabbit. It's truly incredible. I would also like to emphasize the can in that last statement. Terraria doesn't force you to take any specific route in playing the game. You really can choose for yourself how to accomplish any given task. It's mainly that Terraria gives you more of these tasks to work towards than Minecraft does. Terraria has a insane progression system as well. You are constantly working towards something, and initially, while you have no idea what that might be, Terraria expertly nudges the player in the direction they need to go. The incredible feeling of progress in this game is something that I've never felt with any other game, period. The second you spawn in, you feel extremely underpowered, and rightfully so, because you are. You make your way around collecting trinkets and weapons until you feel like a god, only to be completely obliterated by the very starting boss. It makes you feel weak again, but you gradually make more progress, figuring out the boss's patterns, optimal weapons and strategies, building an arena, getting potions, and eventually you do it. Whether it be 5 tries or 500 tries, you defeat that boss that made you feel insignificant and you feel like a god again. You may get some items and you'll get some money, but it's more about the fact that you did it. That feeling of beating that boss and now being able to start progressing towards your goal again, whatever it may be for you. While Terraria is less focused on letting you do whatever you want to do when you want to do it, there is still very much no restraint on the player with how you can accomplish a task. The most obvious example of this being the various armor sets and classes the game has to offer. Terraria has 4 main classes, Summoner, Ranger, Mage, and Melee, which is my personal favorite. You can pick which class to spec into, and in doing so it gives you another list to choose from of weapons and accessories. Let's say you decide to spec into the Melee class. Your main weapon could vary from a yo-yo that sets enemies on fire, a samurai sword, tiny claws that attack at the speed of light, an alien Martian sword that shoots out other alien Martian swords, a flail with a pigfish as a head, or a literal banana boomerang. Now, all of these items don't come into play at the same level of progression as each other, but it goes to show how vastly the game can feel as you make your way up the ranks, getting more and more powerful, changing the way you play the game as you go. It's all about taking little steps as you play, and in the moment you really don't feel like you've gone super far. Like when you beat that boss, you got a couple new items like some weapons or materials to make a new armor set, but it's not like you can just go speed through the rest of the game because of it. Despite just taking little steps, you're doing so consistently, getting closer and closer to that end goal, and when you look back you really see how far you've come. There's just so many ways to accomplish the tasks of Terraria that even after 4,000 hours of playing this game over the last decade of my life, I still don't know them all. Every time I play, I discover some item I've never seen before, or some strategy that might be a little bit better than the last one I tried. The grand scale of Terraria just gives it so much replayability. It's really just a game that's so hard not to love. The only issue I have with Terraria is that it has an ending. There is a final boss to cap off this experience, and it gives that last round of leveling up or progression. After that, you're free to rule the world like a god, because now there really is nothing next. Nothing really to work towards, and nothing to stand in your way to make you feel insignificant again. You're finally done, but at least for me, you don't want it to end. You can replay the game countless times, taking a different route to get to that ending each time, but no matter what, it still ends. This is the textbook definition of achieving success and happiness through the journey, not the destination, simply because of how incredible that journey that you took was. It's entirely possible that this game is the one I've played most of my life, and I can't recommend it enough. I haven't even talked about the incredible art style or music because there's just so many good things about this game. Relogic, the developers for Terraria, have poured so much charm and love into this game, and after countless quote-unquote final updates, they just can't stop adding new and inventive ideas to enhance the experience for us even more. This game is truly a work of art, and I can only hope that developers of other titles can see that passion that this small team has for such a truly and utterly incredible experience. Seriously, if you've never played this game before, or even if you have, go play it. Try something new, take a new path, or go on a different journey, because it really isn't about beating the game, it's about the experience we have getting there, and Terraria knows this. So go take advantage of that knowledge and have some more fun. Thank you everyone for watching and supporting my channel, and especially on that last video. I can't describe how I feel about it, because at the time of writing this video, at least, the video had 266 views, and now I think we're about up to, 3 times that amount almost? It's really insane and makes me feel really special. That number may seem small to some of you, but I don't care. It's more than I ever dreamed of getting, and you guys are truly incredible, and I can't thank you enough. Until next time, thank you, and see you later.